Week 3, Day 5. Wilmington's Guide to the Bible, page 172. Capital letter G, Egypt, Ezekiel 29:1 through Ezekiel 32:32. 1. Her historical punishment by Nebuchadnezzar. A. Egypt's sin was pride, like so many other nations. Ezekiel 29:3. B. Pharaoh Hophra, the king referred to in Ezekiel 29, of the 26th dynasty, had apparently convinced Judean king Zedekiah that Egypt could be of more help against Nebuchadnezzar than God himself. Ezekiel 29:6. See also Ezekiel 30:21 through 26. C. Ezekiel therefore pronounces doom upon Pharaoh, Egypt's people, and even the animals. Ezekiel 29:8 through 12. D. In Ezekiel 31, Egypt is described as a mighty cedar of Lebanon, towering above all other trees. The birds rested in its branches, and animals gave birth under its shade. But soon the tree was corrupted by pride, and God ordered the Babylonian wood choppers to hew it down. E. Ezekiel informs us that Nebuchadnezzar conquered Egypt for its wealth in order to pay his soldiers after their long siege of Tyre. Ezekiel 29:17 through 21. F. Egypt was to be desolate for 40 years. Ezekiel 29:9 and verse 11. The period when the Babylonians held sway over Egypt was about this length of time. Berosus, a Babylonian historian, states that Nebuchadnezzar took great numbers of Egyptians into captivity after he occupied their land. G. After the 40-year punishment period, Egypt would be restored somewhat, but would forever remain a minor kingdom. Ezekiel 29:13 through 15. H. Israel would never again depend upon Egypt. Ezekiel 29:16. 2. Her future punishment. Ezekiel 30:1 through 19. A. Although the name Nebuchadnezzar appears once in this passage, Ezekiel 30:10, some think that the final fulfillment of the judgments mentioned here will transpire during the tribulation. Ezekiel indicates this when he uses the prophetical term, the day of the Lord. See Ezekiel 30:3. This phrase almost always refers to the 7-year tribulation. See Isaiah 13:6 and verse 9, Joel 1:15, Joel 2:1 and verse 11, Joel 3:14, Amos 5:18, Obadiah 1:15, Zephaniah 1:7 and verse 14, Zechariah 14:1, 1 Thessalonians 5:2, 2 Thessalonians 2:2, and 2 Peter 3:10. B. According to Daniel 11:40 through 43, Egypt will indeed be destroyed during the tribulation. C. At that time, Egypt will experience God's judgments. See Ezekiel 30:4 through 17. To complete this section, it may be observed that Ezekiel's words in Ezekiel 32:17 through 21 have been characterized as the most solemn eulogy over a heathen people ever composed. In it, he pictures Egypt slowly descending into the dark and fearful underworld Sheol in the heart of the earth. She will then make her bed next to various other once powerful but now crumbling and decaying people such as Assyria, Elam, the Hittites, Edom, and Sidon.